Jyotiraham, Jyotiraham, Jyotiraham. Hello Sangha, welcome to day 6. We are slowly getting through the month. I hope that you're finding the practices helpful. That mantra, Jyotiraham, means I am light. So we're identifying with the light that's inside us. And it's particularly useful after pranayama. And tomorrow's session will be purely pranayama, and we'll talk a bit more about it. So I'll leave that for tomorrow. I hope that you are finding the freedom in these sessions to do what you need to do for yourself. Okay, one of the things that really attracted me to my teachers was that they mentioned in their book that their teacher said, Krishnamacharya said, that yoga should be adapted to the person and not the person adapted to yoga. Okay, and we find that in some of the practices that are modern practices that everybody's doing the same thing, everybody's encouraged to make the exact same shape rather than it being about the individual and what might be best for them. Okay, so I really want you to take ownership of your practice and find what you need from the practice rather than just try and do a Simon Says practice. Okay, all right, let's start lying on our back. Put your feet flat. Let your right hand rest on your belly, your left hand rest on your heart, and take gentle, slow breaths in and out here. And place both hands on your belly. And as you inhale, feel your belly expand. And as you exhale, let it relax. Try that again. Inhale, let it expand. Exhale, let it relax. Do that for one more breath. And then see if you can keep your belly more still. And now the inhale, let it expand your chest. So as you inhale, let your chest and your upper body expand. And as you exhale, let it soften and relax. And try that again for a breath there. So the belly stays relatively still. Good. And one more breath. Then let your hands rest by your sides, and rather than take them up and over today, unless that's what you feel like doing, make more like a snow angel movement. So as you inhale, you're sweeping your arms up and over your head and sweeping them back by your sides. Okay, and try that for a couple of breaths. So you inhale, your arms out to the side and up and over, and exhale back down, and maybe one last time. And then let the soles of your feet come together, and we're now going to press into the outside edge of each foot, and as we inhale, let our hips rise. And as you exhale, let your hips come down. Okay. So a little bit trickier than our regular way of doing it, but just kind of interesting to notice what happens. You probably won't get the same height, obviously, and you'll feel your lower back and your glutes engage as you do this. Good, gently up and down. And then you can do both of those things together. So as you inhale, your hips rise, your arms sweep out and up and over, and back down. Okay. And try that a couple more times. And maybe one last time. Good. And then bring your feet up off the floor, take your hands around your knees, and gently rock from side to side. Massage your back, make circles with your knees, one way and the opposite way. And then roll out to the side that feels good for you, push into the floor, and come to a stable Seated position, maybe shuffle your hips a little bit further back. That sometimes allows your knees to come a little closer to the floor, okay? Bring your fingers in front of your shins, take an inhale, and as you exhale, slowly go forward. You might find that things have changed over the last 6 days, maybe not. If you can take your elbows a little wider, sometimes we can get our head a little closer to the mat, but that might be many years in the making or never happen at all, okay? Bring your hands back, take them behind you, and squeeze your shoulder blades together, moving them from side to side. Shoulders forwards and backwards. Okay. And then take your left hand into the air. Same as we did the other day. Just allow it to circle round, reaching a little higher. Remember that reaching without straining. Bring that hand to your opposite knee. And turn and look backwards. And then bring your gaze forward so we get a rotation in our neck too. Inhale, reach up with both arms. Exhale, we turn. Initially looking backwards and then looking forwards. Inhale up with both arms. Exhale to the knee and behind and look forward. Inhale up with both arms and exhale. So if it's going a little fast for you or a little slow, you adapt it to your pace. Okay, inhale up with both arms, shake off. You can always go into YouTube and change it to half speed or double speed, depending on what you want to do, okay? Bring your left hand by your side, inhale up through your right arm. Again, just reach and turn that arm, okay? Check in with your neck. Slide the lower hand away, bend your elbow and reach over. Try that on the other side. Inhale, reach in, and exhale over. One more time either side. Inhale, we'll go high. Exhale, we come over. Inhale, we'll go high. Exhale, we come over. We come back to the center, we shake off, get nice and loose, okay? We're going to switch to all fours. I'm going to work on strengthening our back today, okay? So a really good position is lying on your front, lying prone. So we're going to just shift our weight back towards your heels. Massage your knee joints, massage your hip joints, massage your ankle joints as you move your hips from side to side. And then bring your weight forward and lower your whole chest down towards the mat, okay? Take your arms wide so that your elbows are bent and turn your head to one side. As you inhale, lift both forearms and your head and look down. And you exhale, turn your head the opposite way. Inhale, lift your forearms, lift your head. Exhale, turn. So feel what happens in your body as you do this. Where are you feeling the engagement? Okay. And try that one more time. Good. And then slide both hands forward and let your head rest on the mat. Either your forehead if that feels comfortable or your chin if that's more comfortable for you. And then we're going to reach forward with our right arm and lift it up and our left leg and reach it up. And try and get distance between your fingers and your toes. And then let them gently come down. And then try the same with your left arm and your right leg. Trying to get distance between your fingers and your toes. Reaching out. And let them come down. Give your hips a little shake off. Notice if anything is happening for you that's a little uncomfortable for your body and ease off, okay? This time lift your right arm again and your left leg. Lift your head slightly and see if you can lift them both just a little bit higher and then extend them out a little bit longer. And just hold them there. You'll feel maybe a little trembly, a little shaky. Maybe your breath becomes hard to control. And then let them come down. Lift your right leg, your left arm, lift your head slightly, lift your leg and your arm a little higher and then a little longer. Okay? Hold them here. And gently let them come down. Shake off your hips, shake off your heels. Okay? Take your hands and make them into a loose fist. Okay, I'll try and get the sand off my hands. And you're going to take those loose fists down towards your groin. Okay, I'm just going to take my bracelet off and just let them rest in there. You can let your chin rest on the floor and see if you can lift both legs. So this is all really useful stuff for backs. So you can just hold this here, maybe lift a little higher. And then let them come down, okay? Turn your head to one side, take a moment just to rest. And then bring your chin back on the floor and lift both legs once again. A little bit higher. And let them come down. Okay, bring your hands back by your ribs. We're not done, but we'll take a little moment just to rest and recover. Push your hips all the way back to your heels. Take your knees a bit wider. Let your forearms come down, your forehead come down, and take a few moments just to rest here. Slow breaths in, slow breaths out. Then bring your whole body forward once again. Let your whole body come down, okay? Reach your arms out and see if you can, whenever you're ready, lift both arms, both legs. Okay? Obviously this is going to feel strong for some people, so if you need to do it just with one leg or both arms and no legs or whatever you need to do for you. From here, can you take an inhale and sweep your arms back and lift your chest a little higher. Good. And then sweep them forward and let everything come down. We'll try that one more time, okay? This is really strong stuff. When you're ready, arms up, legs up, head up, sweep your arms back. On the inhale, lift your legs higher, your chest higher. And everything back down. Bring your hands back to your ribs, push your chest away from the ground. Knees go wide, touch your big toes together. Forearms rest, head rests, okay? So just while we're recovering, I have some images of my teacher. If I can manage to add them in somewhere in this video, I will, where he's super strong at these kind of postures. And his posture is incredible for a man of 80. So he can lift his chest really high off the ground, his arms really high. So whenever you're ready, lift your head, walk your hands back towards your knees, push your hands into the floor, and see if you can get to a squat position from here. Okay, and gently rock your heels back, and then your knees down. Okay, and just take that in any way that feels good for you. Today, rocking your heel back and down, your knees forward and down. You can do that without your hands if it feels super comfortable. It's a fairly tricky movement, a little skill in it. Okay, so repetition is the mastery of all skills. I'll never forget that again. Knees down, back up, okay? And then push all the way up and give your whole body a good shake off. How you walk around, roll your shoulders. I'm going to find a standing position. I'm going to show you from the side, okay, that feels comfortable for us. And take a small step back with one foot, okay? Bring both hands together. Inhale, reach out with both arms. Take a lean forward, but keep this leg really straight, okay? And then lift that leg without bending your knee. So as you bend your knee, this becomes all soft and squishy again, okay? So you can try that. So you bend your knee, soft and squishy, okay? We keep our leg straight and reach it back. It's really engaged and firm and getting stronger all the time. See if you can lean a little bit more and lift it a little higher. Good. Lift your arms a little higher, your chest a little higher, even your chin a little higher. Okay. Really engaged in Warrior 3, and then bring your knee through and hold it here. Okay. Good. And gently shake off. Okay. Try that on the other side. So your left leg's down, your right foot's back, if that's the side you've done first. Both hands together, take an inhale, reach them both out wide. Chest up, Lean forward, but keep that back leg engaged. Lift it up. So feel your glute, touch it to make sure it's engaged. And then lean forward, arms high, chest high. What were you doing in your yoga class today? Well, Mark was really encouraging us to feel our butts. Okay. Arms high, chest high, back leg high. Then bring your knee through and hold it. Okay. And then shake everything off. Get nice and loose. Roll through your shoulders and see if you can sit down without using your hands too much, and if you can, without using your knees too. Okay, so you come down to a seated position that feels comfortable for you. Okay, take a moment to let everything settle. If you've got some water, sip some water. If you've got some tea, sip some tea. Then if you're using something underneath your hips, now's the time, okay? Shuffle your hips a little bit further back. Bring your hands to rest on your knees. And you might want to try a mudra. And this mudra is called Chin Mudra. And our index finger is indicating us. And our thumb is indicating the divine, or if you want, just peacefulness. If the divine means nothing to you, that's fine, don't worry. It's not the be all and end all. Yoga really gives space for all beliefs, okay? And the three other fingers are the chaos of life, okay? So they represent the three gunas, rajas, sattva, and tamas, and we're moving away from that. Even though sattva is what we're trying to cultivate sometimes, even that we're moving away from towards permanent peace. And allow yourself just to settle a moment, to take slower breaths in and slower breaths out. And we're going to come back to the mantra Jyotiraham, which means I am light, okay? I'm that permanent, peaceful, divine light, okay? Jyotiraham, Jyotiraham. So center your awareness on your heart. Jyotiraham, 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 Jyotiraham. And again, just do it a couple times internally. Jyotiraham. And if you want to take some time to rest on your back, please take some time to rest on your back. Allowing everything to settle, whether it's the beginning of the day or the end of the day. And wherever your mind has wandered, whether you're on your back, whether you're seated, gently invite your focus, your attention back to this moment of following your breath, of resting into your hips if you're seated, of resting into your whole body if you're on the earth. Take as long as you need. You are light, we are light. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.